Hello viewers and welcome to another bright day. I'm your co-instructor Don Maxi from V-Breaker Studio, and today is another nice day and we're going to learn a lot from the interface of After Effects. That is the main purpose of this tutorial, just knowing the interface of After Effects before we start to do some crazy stuff with After Effects. So without wasting much of our time, just get some coffee, get your laptop, get your Adobe Creative Cloud installed, probably the Adobe After Effects installed, and let's get some stuff to learn right from here. So stay tuned. So we're back in After Effects, and today this tutorial is just familiarizing yourself with the After Effects interface, the thing you really need to know before we start anything. So we're going to start by looking at the different interfaces, and I'm saying that in a plural intention because you might see several configurations as you work with After Effects versions. And I'm right here in an untitled project that you can see here, because I just launched the application and I didn't save anything yet. We're just looking at the interface. As time goes on, we'll be knowing how to save our files and all this stuff. So as I told you, in the next tutorial we'll be creating some cool stuff, but just today we just need to know the interfaces, because if you know the interface of a software, it's very easy for you to manipulate around and try your tricks or around the interface of your new application or your software. So now I'm going to use the default interface. So this is our default interface. That's what we're going to just go around today. And you could see I'm just using this essential, and in some versions you could see default, but just close to it is a small dark menu. When you click on it, you get some other sub menus. There is a save changes, save to workspace, and the workspace. We'll be talking about that later on some tutorials, but today we just interested in this first sub menu, that's reseller. When you click on this, you could see it brings you to the default interface of After Effects. So just here is our compositions, where we'll be working throughout the entire tutorial, and you could see compositions are kind of like the basic tools or basic construct that you make inside After Effects. That can be of small objects in many ways, because you can nest them all together and have different compositions inside composition and so on. So this is basically our composition, where you'll be doing a lot of stuff. I've not created any composition yet. In our next tutorial I'll be creating those composition. We'll be learning how to create all those compositions. But underneath here, right here, is where the magic is going to happen. That's the largest area, perhaps the screen, with what our timeline. That is how anytime we start to edit, you'll be seeing a lot of magic happening here. Like things will be changing over time, and you'll be knowing whether we are moving along or we are just stepping backwards. And you could see on the left hand side here is where all our projects going to line up. There is the project window on the left hand side. These are things where we're going to import our projects, some of our already saved projects, and some projects we'll be working on. So we will be importing a lot of files, maybe Photoshop files, and a lot of stuff. And on the top right hand, this top line is the toolbar. You're going to work with a lot of tools in this tutorial, the upcoming tutorial. I'll be learning how to use most of the tools right here. And you see on the right hand side is a lot of panel being listed here: the info panel, the audio panel, preview panel, and a whole lot of stuff. But when you want to add a panel, all you need to do is just go to your Windows, and this is like the main menu. You just click on Windows, Then you have a lot of panels being aligned here. So you can just click on one of it to select this tutorial. I will be just clicking on the brush. When I click on brush, you could see it's aligned to the right hand side of the panel, and the most sweetest thing is you can move all this panel around during or around all the interfaces around here. You can just drag and just next it is one of what a sub menu or the main menu or any panel you could see around. So you can just move your brushes here. Can you move your project here? Brilliant. Or you can just move it back. So when you don't like what you do, or I told you, you just right click on the small dot and just reset it to your save layout. And that's it. You just enjoy a nice preview and interfaces of your After Effects. So just enjoy this tutorial for today, and as long as you'll be moving around, be doing a lot of tutorials, you're going to enjoy a lot and a lot and a lot. So stay tuned for more, but before you go, just hit the subscribe button, hit share with your friends, hit the notification so that we drop any tutorial, you're going to enjoy and enjoy more. So stay tuned.